you have to be a bad person to manifest. I never really understood that, right? But I started to realize when I was younger, right, and I was skinny and out of shape, for some reason I always used to be a people pleaser. And because I used to be a people pleaser, I would always be a yes man, right? If people wanted some help, I'd say yeah. If someone was struggling with something, I'd be like, all right, cool, I'll come help, right? If someone wanted to go to a restaurant or a bar, I'd make sure that they'd always pick where the place is. If someone wanted to go do an activity, I'd ask them, where do you want to go? And for some reason, I always used to put the ball in someone else's court, always giving them the option in where to go, in what to do. And I truly never made choices of my own. I never really made the final decision. And over a long period of time, I start to realize that, you know what, when you are that nice guy, people tend to take advantage of that, right? And it's happened for so long since I was younger because I never truly valued my own opinion. I never truly understood why I used to always be a people pleaser, why I used to always be a nice guy, right? But for some reason, the moment I stopped being that nice guy, stopped being a people pleaser, weirdly enough, I started to attract a lot more great things in my life. And I'm not saying that you have to please everyone, right? But you know, when you've got a good heart and you've got good intentions for people, right? You're not trying to, step on people's toes or whatnot. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. That's how I used to behave. But that actually hurts you in the long term, right? Going down that route and that path, once you are a people pleaser, you tend to sacrifice your feelings more than everyone, right? And I never truly got what I wanted. I never truly got what I thought I deserved. I thought, okay, cool, if I help more people, if I just always, go with everyone else's ideas and opinions, then, there'll be a time where my time will come. But that was never the case. And the moment I stopped saying no to people is the moment I started to actually get the things that I wanted in life, right? And when I was younger, again, I felt bad saying no, but there comes to a point where you have to stop saying yes to everyone. You have to start saying no. You saying no doesn't make you a bad person. I can tell you that right now. Right? I've been in that position where when I used to say no, I feel so bad. I'd be like, oh no, like, no, I'll come help you. No. But sometimes you have to prioritize yourself. People always want your time, right? But when you are in need of help or when you need some advice or something to do with whatever you're going through, no one wants to come around. No one wants to help you, but everyone wants to be helped. And it doesn't make you a bad person saying no. Let me just get that one thing straight, yeah. You being selfish at times does not make you a bad person. Please, 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 please get that in your head, right? And I feel like that too. I feel bad as well about saying no, no, no. But in reality, the moment you focus your energy onto your goals, onto the things that you want to achieve, onto the impact that you want to have a great impact, onto the time that you've got things to do, right? Like I'm so busy during my day-to-day routine that sometimes I can't always go out my way now. I really can't, right? Because I need to be able to focus and lock in onto my life, onto making sure that I try bring out the best of my abilities to do whatever I want for my life. I gotta go gym. I gotta take care of my health. I gotta eat clean. I need to read. I need to educate myself. I need to make content, right? I gotta go work. I gotta have a balance in my relationship. I'm telling you the truth. We think that being selfish is a bad thing. I promise you, being selfish in the right moments, right? When you have to prioritize yourself, you have to just guard your energy. I promise you have to guard your energy, right? Not saying that you have to say no to everything, but I'm saying to most of life, people got so much bullshit. You cannot be Superman. You cannot help everyone. In fact, you trying to help everyone hurts you even more. Then you start sacrificing your own feelings, right? Then you start losing track on your own health. If you're not truly happy in where you're at, how can you help someone else? If you've not got enough love in yourself, how can you love someone else? And I used to be in that position. I used to be that nice guy, man. Trust me. And over time, I got hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. And the things that I truly wanted in life never actually came to me because I never had the time and energy to focus on that. But since I've made the shift of saying no, I've started to manifest a lot more, right? And you saying no doesn't make you a bad person. I promise you. I'm gonna keep saying that. We have to learn to start saying no to the things that doesn't make sense for us. It doesn't align with who we are anymore. Now I have to be selfish with my time. I have to prioritize the things that are important to me. My health is important to me. Just because your health ain't important or that person over there health is not important doesn't mean that I don't think it's not important. I can't come out of my way anymore. I promise you, the more selfish you become at the right times, the more you give to yourself, then only you can give to others. You can give more to others. It was the best thing I ever did in my life. And the reason why I did that was because I got to a stage where I realized that a lot of people were taking advantage of your kindness. And it comes to a stage where you got to make a choice. Either you sacrifice yourself or your goals are going to be sacrificed, or your health will be sacrificed, or the things that you want to achieve will be the sacrifice. And truthfully, I cannot allow the things that I would truly want in my life to be the sacrifice. I have to sacrifice other things. That is the ultimate truth. If you want the life that you truly dream of, you have to sacrifice the other things. And that also means not being able to fulfill everyone else's happiness and feelings. You have to be selfish at times, and there's nothing wrong with that, I promise you, right? Because one day they will get, once you succeed in what you need to do, they will all be like, oh my God, yo, I was there, I was the number one supportive, yeah, I pushed you. When they didn't do shit for you, bro. They didn't do shit. They only wanted you to be around because they needed you when they wanted you. But when it's your time to shine, when it's your time to need help, when it's your time that you've got certain things to do for yourself, they're not around. Don't be the nice guy. Do not allow people to take advantage of you, all right? Fixate on yourself, prioritize yourself. The more you do for yourself, then only you can give to others. That's what I started doing for myself. And that's the moment where you will truly start to manifest the things that you truly want in your life. Because now you've actually got the time and energy to focus on what you want. And truthfully, the more you focus into the things that you truly want, I guarantee you will 90% of the time you will go and get it. Because your focus is there. There's always going to be problems. It don't matter what it is, there's always going to be problems. That's normal. There's always going to be a reason why not to do this. I promise you. Find the reason why you should do it and always just focus on why you should do it. And just get it done. That being said, don't be afraid to put yourself first. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. That being said, leave a comment down below on your thoughts as well. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video.